The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hey there, welcome to this live Viddle customer training webinar. In this webinar, I'm going to talk about how to specifically focus on the lead generation, revenue generation, getting results with the Viddle application. Now, firstly, before I get to that part, let's talk about the application itself. What is the Viddle application, right? So what it is, it's a straightforward application. What it does is it allows you to host your videos, okay, and also monetize your videos. What I mean by that is that you can share the videos, embed the videos that you create, and instead of relying on YouTube and all these other platforms, which are where you can see related videos when you upload them, or you see ads on them and that sort of thing, here they're all clean. Okay, so there are different components to it, and I'll walk you through some of them. And then, of course, I'm going to show you as well that there is a tutorial section here that you can jump in and go through the actual basics of it as well. So if I click on that one, it's going to go to this page where it's going to show you how to use the application, how to basically, manage your videos and all this other cool stuff. But the key thing that I kind of wanted you to pay attention is some components on this element here, okay? And then we'll go from there. And then I'll show you how to create a video, how do you host a video and all that stuff. So the first part, okay, and I see that are grayed out for you, right? So let's click on one of them. So the first one is the videos tab, right? So this is where all the videos that you upload, I'm gonna show you how to do that, and all the videos that you create that is hosted over at Viddle, that's where you're gonna see this, okay? Now, underneath that, there's two other components here, and I'm gonna get to this in just a second, which is, if you see carefully, it's grayed out, but it shows screen records and camera recording. All right, so basically what that really means is that you can record your videos using your camera, like a for your webcam and that sort of thing, and you can also record your screen share, something like a Camtasia Studio or something like that. That's already in the application, okay? And I'll get to that, how you can go about creating these videos. Now, when I click on the next tab, okay, we'll go into the playlist tab here, right? So when I click on the playlist tab here, okay, and let me zoom in slightly so you can see it, okay? That'll be easier for you. So there we go. All right, so then if you go into playlist, here is just like a YouTube playlist, whatever you want to set a playlist where once somebody watches one video, it's gonna upload, basically play the other videos in a row, right? Similar to YouTube. So literally you're creating your own YouTube, if you will, right? And then you can have subscribers that you can manage. You also have a channel, meaning here it's just like a YouTube channel. You can push your videos that you create in this video tab into a specific channel. How you do that? You go into settings and you can add it into that specific channel as well, okay, that you wanted to have that go. So look at this, set as a channel teaser. You can set that up, you can move it and add it to your channel. You add the description, you can add all that good stuff. So basically, and then you also have the analytics section for the videos here. So very straightforward, similar to a YouTube channel, but you can manage your own YouTube channel without worrying about people seeing ads and all that stuff. Now, how do you begin now, right? How do you go about hosting your first video? So this is where you start, okay? Add new, okay? You click on that add new button. This is where you start. So click on the add new button. And here, this is what I was trying to explain to you. Underneath this, let's go through it and let's go through them one by one here. So first thing, upload video, okay? So this is where you can upload a video from your computer screen, okay? So basically, you go into your hard drive, and then you have any video file, you upload it here. Now the next step, okay, and I'm just going to slightly change the color of it so you can see it. This one right here is the import video option. Now the import video option, the way this works is, let's say you have a YouTube video that is already existing. You can now use that import video option where you can copy and paste a YouTube URL, and then it's going to download that video and also upload that video into Viddle's hosting. So that means you don't have to worry about ads on YouTube and all that. And you can migrate over your YouTube videos over here seamlessly, okay? Now the third option that you see here, which is also useful, is the screen record option. So now this is basically like your Loom kind of thing, where let's say you want to quickly create a video as a tutorial, as a training, coaching, or whatever you want to do, demonstration, product demo, and all that stuff. You can do the screen recording here. Now, why is this relevant? Well, it's the same concept also applies with camera recording, right? So when you're doing your webcam and your screen share, one of the key components is the sharing aspect of it, right? So for example, if I were to create a screen share video for somebody to explain somebody how to use a product or how to do a task or something like that, immediately it has to upload somewhere, right? So that I can share that video to them. That's why it's so useful for it to be under the Viddle dashboard, right? So because then you have the ability now with screen recording and then the camera recording option to be able to pretty much quickly get them uploaded and be ready to go. So pretty powerful if you can think about it. Now let's go to each one of them, yeah? And we'll do it step by step. So go into upload video, and then it's going to say select from your disk. I'm going to click select from disk. I have some videos here, so let's just upload a video here, okay? So this is one of my videos. I'm going to upload this video. And then now what's going to happen is, check this out. You see how on my right, you see this, the video will be available at this link. So this is the link that you can share with anybody. Okay, so they can watch your video, so you can share it on social media and so on and so forth. Now, when you scroll down real quick, this is the section, the thumbs and posters. This is where you can actually put your thumbnail, the main thumbnail, right? So if I adjust this, right, this becomes the thumbnail. So this part of the video, or you can even upload your own thumbnail here, right? So you can add your own thumbnail, meaning that's the first screen that you see here, right? When somebody watches your video, same concept. Now, also in that same line of thinking, when you go down here, you can put a title to this video. So let's say if I say product demo video, and then this is a video that I'm doing demonstration, and then you can put a description for it. So this is a product demo of my new e-commerce product, whatever, you get my point. And then access, right? Do you want to have it accessible where anybody with the link, right? Anybody can go to your channel and watch it, similar to a YouTube channel, or do you want only people who have access to the link who can access it? So that means only if you share this link, right? You see this? Only if you share this link can people actually watch it. Until they have that link, they cannot see it. Closed access is basically where, you know, it's only when you actually have a password or you want to protect this only to it. This is also useful for membership sites or members area videos and that kind of thing, right? And then you have this licensing, which is straightforward. And then you have the categories you want to set. You can also put the others category if it doesn't apply into one of them, right? So I put it education and training here. Now, the way this works is you can also put tags. So tags are useful where somebody's searching on your channel. Remember I told you you can create your own channel? You can add that. So you can say product demo as the tag, okay? Now, there's another option which is right below it. It says allow the original video file to be downloaded. This is really cool. So what happens is many times, right, we wanted to share a video with somebody, but they wanted to download it in their computer and watch it for later, right? They want to watch it offline. Well, that's a big thing. With YouTube, for example, you cannot do that. You cannot really download a video from YouTube and then somebody can watch it in their mobile device later on or from their computer later on. Here, you can allow that option. If you give that option, somebody can actually download that video as well. Okay, so now let's click on save. Okay, now the information is saved. Pretty easy, right? So far, nothing really complex about it. Now, where things get interesting is once you created the video, you go into this tab, okay, this videos tab, and then you'll see the video that just got uploaded. Boom, like this one right here, the product demo video that I have here. I'll click on the settings tab here. I'm gonna manage that video right here. And then now, watch this, okay, what we can do here. We can create when we want to publish this video. So when somebody comes to channel, it's going to publish at that date. So you can schedule a publishing ahead of time. You can do restricted viewing countries. So you can only show it to certain countries. Restricted domain. So meaning you can only show this video when you embed it on your website. Nobody else can embed it. So this is also, again, good for membership sites or coaching programs and, you know, those kind of niches where you can also add subtitles here, right? You can add your subtitle file here. So you can add captions and that sort of thing. You can also add different time annotations, time codes, similar to anything that you can utilize, right? Like anything YouTube can do, this can do just as fine. Just the ads are not involved. And then you have, this is a 360-degree video. This you can put any 360-degree video you downloaded from YouTube or anywhere else, and you can add that in, and it's going to also create, embed a 360-degree video, even if you got it from YouTube or some other platform. And then you also have a call to action. Now, call to action is really cool. So that means within the video, I can say, okay, thank you for watching, buy my product here, right? And then you can say here, right, I'll put one of my websites here, right? Yeah, so this is going to be where somebody can go in and buy something, right? And then you can even say preview. See, thank you for watching, buy my product here. And you can give a link, right? Just like what you saw. And then they click on that, it's going to go to my website where they can actually go and buy. You see my point? So you can add call to actions as well within the video. YouTube calls them cards. You can do the same thing here. All right, so now basically very, very easy, straightforward to use. What I want to focus on specifically though is these components here as well, which is the import video option, right? So the import video option is very important. It's useful for when you're bringing in a YouTube video over here. So when you click on that import video, you see how it says YouTube or Vimeo URL. So I have some YouTube videos here. So let me actually go to this. This is a YouTube video that I have. I can copy this and then I can right click and paste this video like so, and I can fetch it, okay? So now what it's gonna do, this is a lead generation video. What it's gonna do is, you see this, it's gonna get me all the information, the description, the title and all that stuff. And then, you know, you can basically edit stuff, you can do all that, assuming with the permission to use this video. And then now you can, again, remove the privacy details, so you can only put in membership sites. Now you have this hosted within this platform here. So for example, if I click on save changes here, right? You see this? If I click on the save changes here, I can actually go in and do that. Now, if you're gonna get a message like what I showed you, the next step that you need to do is you can use this drive option and upload there and bring this video in to Viddle. Does that make sense? So you could do that as well. So you have opportunities and options to bring in to the drive. So the way that works is if you click on the drive option, right, you're gonna land on a page that looks like this, just like a drive. So you can go in and you can upload your videos here and then you're good to go. So then you can share what's in this drive over into your video that you're getting in. Does that make sense? So basically you can use that drive as well, that the option available on the top of the drive option. Now, what I wanted to focus on though is how do you get results with this process? Okay, it's all fine and dandy. Okay, I have these videos, I go and I upload them. I have this video uploaded and all that stuff. But what do I do to get revenue, right? So there are two components that I would like to recommend you to do today. And again, the beauty is you can do it to your heart's desire. And so the first one is, look at it this way, right? So if you go into Loom, right? The company Loom, right? If you go into Loom and you go to pricing, right? You see this, right? Loom has, for example, $8 per month per person, per every single person who gets this, right? And so that's about $80 to $90 a year, right? About $90 a year. And this is a must-have, right? When you're getting Loom, because otherwise you're gonna have the Loom branding. You only have 5 minutes of video length and all this limitations. So this is where you can come in and you can offer this as a service to clients where, look, I'm gonna do my screen recording, like I capture it like this, and I'm gonna have your tutorial, staff training, and all this stuff. I can manage that for you, okay? You see how powerful that would be? Because especially with these sub accounts with the agency that you're getting, right? As a part of this platform, you go into create user, and you can create any user here and they can get access to this application as well. So that means in effect, you are saving that business $90 per year, right? Or at least $10 a month if you build monthly or even more. And right out of the gate, right? And they can come in here and you can sell them at a one-time payment, $100 or $200 or whatever you want. I'll tell you what the pricing would be the best to get them to keep paying you month after month. But this is the cool way, right? You create the user account here on the agency tab, you can manage the user accounts, all that stuff. And you tell them, look, I'm offering you something like a Loom. Now the other one that you can do as a service is video hosting itself. So that company is Vistia, right? So Vistia, if you go in here, you see this, right? Their pro plan, again, the free one has limitations. The pro plan is $99 a month, right? And it comes with only 10 videos included. And there's some limitations on what you can do with that and how much bandwidth you get and all that stuff, right? On the other hand, here, you can go in and create a user account. Let's say you're creating it for Bob Smith, right? And Bob Smith or whatever, right? Let's put the last name here. Right, Bob Smith, you're putting it here and you create this account. Now Bob will have the access to this account and Bob does not have to pay $99 a month to Vistia anymore, right? And Bob does not have to pay $10 a month with Loom anymore. You see my point? It gets really, really powerful when you understand this aspect. Now, the next question you're gonna ask me, and I know this, is where am I gonna get a Bob, right? Or whoever who is gonna actually pay me this money, right? Like, where do I get Bob or whoever? They're going to pay me money for, if you will, in this case, video hosting services and all that stuff, because the value is there, right? The value is there. Like, you go into videos, you can upload any video like this one right here, and you see this, right? It's perfectly loading. Everything is awesome. I can even click on this share button to my right, and I can give this video, I can embed this video into a website for Bob's website, and it's going to load perfectly. I can make it autoplay. I can mute playback. I can add some interactive elements into this. That's all these easy stuff, right? Like, I can get all this stuff, and we can share it on social media and all that stuff, right? But the point is, ultimately, though, you gotta get results with this, right? So this is where I want to explain to you something, okay? This is very important that you understand. At the end of the day, right, to be able to provide a service like this, where there's real value here, right? There's actual real value here, and there's actual, for example, real usage here. What you need to do is understand that it is all about client generation, right? Right? At the end of the day, the more clients you can generate, right, and you make this into an automated system where you don't have to do that with traffic, that's where the magic happens. Because see, look, if you are trying to get Bob Smith or Jenny or whoever into your funnel or become a prospect for you, what do? You can go into social media marketing, spend money on ads, and generate traffic, right? And then from that traffic, 1% of them will probably opt into an email list of yours, and then that 1%. So like, for example, right now, for instance, if you wanted to get 1,000 visitors to your website, right, with Facebook or Google or any of these platforms, it costs just about $2 a click on average, okay? So that means, this is the numbers that is a fact, okay? I mean, nobody's going to deny that. So it costs about $2 a click. So that's $2 times 1,000. So that's $2,000 it's going to cost you, right? Generally in our industry, what they say is you get about, generally speaking, 20% to 30% of the people who visit your website to actually opt in, right? To actually opt into your lead funnel or whatever it is. So let's say you're selling video hosting as a service, and you say, look, I'm going to give you a free trial or something like that. 20% of these 1,000 people will actually subscribe, right? So that means that's coming down to just simple math here. It's gonna cost you about 200. You're gonna get 200 opt-ins, right? So let me remove this. It's gonna cost you 200 opt-ins you're gonna get, and that's gonna cost you $2,000, right? Dollars. And that means each opt-in, right? Each subscriber, each prospect, you're spending at least $10 for each person, right? So if you just do simple math, it's costing you $10 for one prospect, okay? You're here with me, right, so far? So now, why is this important? This is a prospect, right? This person might not even buy from you. Like, buying is another story altogether. From that 200 people, how many will buy? Maybe 1% of them, so a couple of people will buy. So this is where you lose out all the time, right? You have a valuable service. You know video hosting is powerful. You know for a fact that you can do all this stuff. You can offer it. You can offer, for instance, screen sharing and webcam sharing with like Loom does. You know the value there. However, this is where you lose out trying to get the clients who will be probably paying you, right? Now, what if we eliminate this aspect completely? So let's go here. What if we eliminate this $2,000 completely and get these 200 people every single day, every single hour or whatever, and on top of that, in an automated way, get these people from becoming a prospect, you see, from a prospect here, to actually become a buyer. That would be much, much better for you, right? Because now everything is automated. You don't spend that $2,000 to get that. And now you've completely converted a prospect into a buyer in an automated, engaging fashion, right? Because we're in the attention economy these days. These 200 people that you spent $2,000, they will even forget who you are a week from now. It's a fact. I mean, you can try it, but they're going to forget you, right? Because how do they know who you are when they are bombarded with videos on YouTube, when they go, their ads on Facebook, when they go to Instagram or wherever? There's just so much noise. You're going to lose these people that you spent money on, right? So this is why you got to hit those people as quickly as possible, automate the follow-up sequence and all this stuff to convert them into a buyer right away, whether it's video hosting services, whether it's video creation services, whatever it might be, right? And the name of the game these days, right, it's very simple. It's all about engagement, right? It's about making sure that those people, right, who are actually interested in what you have to offer, you get them to engage with you as soon as possible, or else they're going to forget about you, right? So I'm going to show you how to automate this process completely for you today with no traffic generation, none of that mumbo jumbo stuff. So that means literally I'm going to show you how to get a minimum, okay, a minimum of at least 500 clients, right, every day. Would that be a game changer for you if you get at least 500 of these people? Because then now, even if 1% of them buy, right, that's about 5 people who would buy, especially if it's automated. Would that be a big difference maker for you? Let me know in the chat box, because it will, right? It will be a huge game changer for you, because at the end of the day, it's all a numbers game. A casino makes billions of dollars in profit every single year with 1% edge in blackjack, right? Like, so that means you have a 49% chance of winning in the casino, while when playing blackjack, and casino has 51% chance of winning. That's that 1% edge could be worth a lot of money for them. It's the same way the edge is on your side, but arithmetically, mathematically, it's impossible for you not to fail and not to get clients, right? It's impossible, because it's all a numbers game. Then you are in the right stat, right? You are in the right zone. You are actually doing everything correctly, right? So this is what I'll be talking about today, where what I'm going to do is I'm going to be showing you how to get the clients. Yeah, that's easy stuff. That's pretty much, there's no question about it. I'm going to get you all these people who are actually the big ticket paying clients and all that stuff. But I'll also show you how you can get clients who could be potentially paying hundreds of thousands of dollars for different types of services, not just video hosting. Video hosting could be the initial service, but other stuff as well that you can offer them, right? Because the value is already there. If they're paying $99 per month for Vistia, then obviously that's about thousands of dollars a year. You offer it to them $1,000 one-time payment for video hosting. That right there is going to more than pay for itself for you many times over, right? Especially with a 1% conversion rate and all that stuff. 1% of people who are actually from these leads are buying from you. Now, the beauty is the saturation is also eliminated, because we're going to be going into a source which has over 5 billion such leads, okay? And these are automatically updated every single day, and you're actually reaching the actual decision makers and all that stuff. So this is what I'm going to be talking about today. But I know when I give you the leads, right, the next question is going to be, okay, I sold video creation services, video hosting services and all that stuff, but how can I really build a business that's going to change my life forever, right? That's the big question. I'm going to be talking about that as well. But the key point being, right, even if I give you these 500 clients, and let's say 10 people say, oh, that's awesome, I want your video hosting services, and you're overwhelmed, don't you agree with me? Having somebody like me helping you and mentoring you every step of the way on Skype, where myself or my team can get on a call with you, do a screen share like what I'm doing right now with you, walk you through over your shoulder and guide you through the whole process, would be a game changer as well, right? So what I'm going to be showing you today is I'm going to be giving you all the leads you'll ever need. I'm going to be showing you how to engage with those leads and make them into a buyer automatically. And then finally, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually have my team and I coach you and mentor you every step of the way, one-on-one on Skype. So you have undivided attention for me. There's no information overload, no mumbo jumbo stuff. And if you make a profit, we deserve some money. You can pay us using the profits that you generate. If you do not make a profit, we don't want a single penny from you. So zero risk on your part. Is that fair? Let me know, because if with your permission, I'll show you how to do this stuff, and I'll give you all the tools, all the training, all the technology, everything else. And at the end of the day, I want you to focus on this and then start getting results. And if you get results, awesome. If you don't get results, even better. At least you got an education for a lifetime, right? Think of it this way. Like if you wanted to lose weight today and be in your best shape ever, what is the secret that Hollywood stars and all these folks do? The secret they all implement right now is they might use a personal trainer, right? You see the celebrity fitness trainer and all that. This person will sit with them for like 3 months and have an accountability buddy with them and all that. It's going to cost that, that Hollywood actor some $20,000 or whatever for that 3-month period. And then they're going to get in the best shape ever. Why wouldn't you do something like that? Because it's going to cost you $20,000, right? But at the end, and nobody can afford that kind of money, except for these Hollywood stars where their profession is to look good and be fit. On the other hand, if you got the same level of commitment from a mentor or a coach to guide you through the whole process, be an accountability buddy, and if it takes you 1 month, 1.5 months, or whatever, it might be even faster in many cases, if myself and my team help you every step of the way, and we actually are your accountability buddy to eliminate information overload and the fact that you don't have enough time in a given day to focus on this stuff. And on the other side of the equation, if you don't get any results, you're not happy with it, or you're not there, we don't want a single penny. That means the time we spend, all that stuff, our neck is on the line here, right? So that is why it is so important. It's not just about the technology, it's about understanding what you need to do to get to the next level. So you don't make the same mistakes somebody else has made, right? And that could be a big difference maker for you, because just the mistakes that I've made alone over the last 14 years that I've been doing this stuff has been more than anything else that normal people would go through, right? So now, are you also interested in me showing you how, if let's say you got the client, right? Let's say you got a client to pay you $1,000 or $500 for video hosting, right? For a one-time payment, converting that person to maybe a six-figure client. Are you interested in me showing you how to do that? Because there is a way to do so, okay? Because it's much better to focus on those 5 or 6 handful of clients than to go for hundreds of them. It's impossible, humanly impossible to manage 500 clients, for example, right? So I'll show you. There's a concept which I'm going to be going into right now as well on how to do this, okay? It's very, very powerful. So the secret is, I'm going to show you how to get all the leads in the world, right? Don't worry about that. But how do you convert a lead into a very, very big ticket client? So this is a secret, okay? I started off with a small video creation project for this particular client. It was a real estate client. I'll show you how I landed this client, what I did, how I went about it, and all that stuff in just a second. So basically what happened is I created a video creation project and some video hosting stuff for this client, and then some other smaller stuff, right? Basically stuff which would be a $500 project or $300 project. Next thing I know, this particular client says, hey, look, we need some website management service from you, a backend dashboard for our real estate brokers to have a backend dashboard to communicate with each other. There's like a lot of other stuff that they want to develop. So what I did is I went to a platform like this one, and I did something called arbitrage, right? Service arbitrage, like similar to stock market, right? You buy low and you sell high. So the concept is very similar, and I'll explain to you in this in short detail, but it'll go into detail as well in just a bit, because then it'll open up your eyes a little bit. So the concept is, right? So here you go. This is an example. Well, as you can see on my screen, this particular person that I hired, I paid $129,734.64. The rate that I paid this person was $93.75 an hour. Now, don't panic when you see this, okay? This particular project, right? Just this one right here. This particular project, right, as you can see here, made just over $700,000 that I used as a development. This is my Payoneer account. I'm not going to show you my PayPal account because it's going to be a lot more than this, easily 10 times bigger than this. But I want to show you this for this particular project. So Payoneer is similar to PayPal or Stripe, but it works with wire transfers, invoices, and that kind of thing, right? So in this case, you can see I can withdraw $723,000 right away from this account. But look at it, right? Simple math. I paid about, what was it? Just over about, I think, $130,000. So let's round it off here. $723,000, right? $224, $25 or whatever. And then we subtract that with what I spent for that particular project. And again, I'll walk you through that project one more time, and I'll show you how I landed that client, what I did to get them, and all that stuff. So you get an idea here. Don't worry. It's not a fake screenshot or anything. As you can see, it's an actual account that is verifiable and all that stuff. So anyway, the point is, this is just over the last few months, right? So now we just go subtract this with that particular amount that we paid that person, right? Was 100 and I believe $30,000 roughly, rounded off, right? So this gives us just over $590,000 in profit that was made from this one particular project that I worked on. So I'll jump in and I'll show you how I landed this client and all this stuff right now. But really quickly, let's run through what I did, right? So I created some video creation, video hosting, some basic stuff for that client. And then they came to me and said, hey, look, we are looking for some backend programming stuff and some backend dashboard stuff for our real estate business. Are you the right kind of person for that? We're just curious. And then I asked them, what is the budget that you have for this project? And I have no idea, right? I know nothing about the real estate agent business or what they do, what dashboards they use. I have zero knowledge in programming or anything. So then they said the project that we're going to pay could be upwards of 6 figures or more. And now I'm thinking, okay, that's interesting. And instead of giving up and saying, I have no idea, no clue, I went in and I went to a vetted list of people. I'll show you how I got those list of people as well as we go along. And I just had somebody else deliver the project. And I only paid that person, right, after this client paid me, this real estate client in this case. So meaning they already paid me, then I took the money that was paid and I paid that particular client. Now, in the early days, when I got started with this, I had to use a whole bunch of tools to make it happen. To find the client, I had to use a technology called Rocket Reach. To engage with the client, I had to use a technology called Viddle. To be able to follow up with that client, I used a technology called Mail Rush, right? And again, to make sure that the client, in this case, their email address is actually functional, to be able to ensure that that particular business is actually making revenue, and it's actually the right kind of person in that business that I'm reaching, right? For example, I'm reaching the CEO, I'm reaching the decision maker. Let's say I'm looking at their marketing division, right? Or maybe I'm looking at their video social media division. There's another tool called Lusha which does it, right? And I realized quickly it was costing $13,340 to just begin with this process. So this process, which I'm going to show you, finding the client and engaging with that client and converting them into a six-figure client. We can start off with video hosting. We can start off with some other stuff. This process, really, it's not about the time. It's automated, but costs a ton of money, right? So then I went about a way where why should you be paying $13,000, right? So I went and contacted every single one of these businesses and I told them, hey, look, is there an enterprise plan that you have? And where I can integrate and I can pay, let's say, $10,000 a month or $20,000 a month for you, and you can give me a special pricing for the amount of leads that we can generate, engage, and all that stuff. Because every one of these plans are starting prices, right? They charge for every lead that you generated, and I'll show you how that process works and all that stuff. So lo and behold, every one of them have an enterprise plan. It costs a lot of money. There's minimum, so it costs me well over six figures a year to just get started, right, with the enterprise plan. And then thereafter, it gives me like about, maybe if you were to spend $13,340 for an X amount of leads, let's say it's about 100 per month or 200 or 300 or whatever, such these big ticket clients, right, whale clients as we like to call them. Well, I'm going to be spending maybe 10% of that, something like $100 a month. Why? Because of the volume, right? Because I'm committing already for six figures and more. So I thought, hey, that's interesting. What if I gave you the power of something like that? And again, make it completely risk-free, where you can use all these tools, right? The same level behind the scenes, by the way. So it's even easier. So you don't have to use 4 different tools. You use just one. And you do only those features that are profitable, that I did. And then you move ahead and start getting results. Even better, right? It's even more profitable, even more powerful when you can actually do this in an automated fashion, correct? So this is what I'm going to be showing you today, so that you can eliminate the ability for needing all these apps and all these enterprise tools and all this stuff and paying all this stuff. So what I did is I integrated all of them into this tool, and I'm going to be giving it to you, and I'm going to allow you to use and get as many clients as you wish with it. And again, as I said, you make a profit, you can pay for this tool. If not, we don't want a single penny from you. It's fine. You can keep the money, right? It's no worries there. But at the end of the day, the goal is to get your results. So the first tool that integrates many of these things is called the Sonic Lead Finder. What this does, as the name suggests, as quickly as possible, gets you all the whale clients in different industries, whatever industry you desire, and you can search for them, and from a single website you can find all the leads. You can go over millions of companies and industries worldwide. You get real-time verified data of billions of buyers, right? Meaning not people who are just prospects, not people who are just maybe a lower level person who might not spend thousands of dollars with you, stuff like that. And you don't have to spend any money for it. And all the verification, automation, and all that stuff is good. So meaning you can sell video services, video hosting services, and all that stuff with this right out of the gate, meaning it doesn't even complicate things for you, right? That means you can use this tool right away. So let me show you how simple it is and how I did it, okay? So you can copy me. And again, you work in any industry, whether it's coaching program, education, whether it is, for example, services, if you're into membership sites, maybe you're into, for example, just video creation as a service for the health sector, like chiropractor, dentist, or maybe it's wedding planners or whoever, right? So let me explain how this works, right? So I was in this right here, as you can see. I just went into Beverly Hills real estate, like what you see right now on my screen. And very straightforward, nothing really complex. So go to Beverly Hills real estate and type it in, right? As you can see here. And as you can see in the Beverly Hills real estate, I go search here. You can find any website from any brand or business, okay? Any brand or business. It's very straightforward. And in this case, I found one which was right here, which is a very high level real estate company here. This is one of the companies that I found, let's say. And as an example, and this is a company which sells $50 million, $100 million homes, right, in Beverly Hills, California, where all these Hollywood actors and all these other folks live. So that means in a commission perspective alone, they're making $2 million or something like that in commissions for many of these properties. So for them, marketing, video creation, management, these kind of things are very, very important for them, because the amount of money that they're making is very, very high end, right? Like they're making a ton of revenue for every sale. So if you can help them facilitate, get just one sale, right? Whether it comes to video hosting, or when it comes to video creation, or whatever the process might be, right? Video editing, or whether it, and in this case, I offered them a video hosting and video creation package. So what I did, I went to this website, and this is what I did. I found just a simple search in this application, Sonic Lead Finder, as I told you, and check this out. It got me 53 people, and it even tells you what their job is in that. So as you can see, Patrick is a listing agent, Neil is the ice maker, Jeff is the listing agent, and then we have Chris is the managing partner. Then we have Monty, who is in the valet parking even. We have the realtor here. We have a tasting room. So we have the executive vice president of marketing. So it's going to even tell you what their actual work is and what they're doing. And because see the type of services that you're offering, so you don't go into a listing agent, right, and you offer them a video creation and hosting package, right? You go into the marketing division of that business because those are the people who are actually creating the videos, social media, and all that stuff, right? By you knowing, in this case, Barbara, right, is the marketing business and marketing person right here. Now, I just downloaded this right now. You see this? I just downloaded this as a spreadsheet, right? This can be in Excel. You can do it in Google spreadsheets. You can use it in anything, right? It doesn't really matter. What you can do now is you got the leads. Now, if you can go ahead and go manually go and email every one of these people, you can go in and say, look, I'm offering you video hosting services. I'm doing video creation services and all this stuff. Or you can automate this stuff, right? You can automate this stuff as well. So you can do that as well, right? You can automate this process as well. So I'll show you how to automate this. This is another example. This is the Altman Brothers, very famous, TV stars. You go in there, you go in and you search. There you go. It's going to show you. This is a smaller business. 8 people work in this company, for example, and you can go in and approach those people. Now you can do this process manually, right? I mean, you can go into a bunch of websites, you can go find them, or, right, you can engage with these people in an automated way. So let me ask you a question. If you went into all the marketing division of every single brokerage or real estate brokerage in the Los Angeles area, let's say there are hundreds of them, let's say there are 150 of them, and you automate it and get a yes or a no or an engagement rate, it took you 2 minutes, do you see yourself that it's going to make a big difference for you in your business where somebody, 1 or 2 people will say, oh, that's cool, I want video hosting? Because it's all numbers game, right? At the end of the day, do you see yourself happening that, especially when it's targeted and when it's actually reaching them in such a way that they will be excited, right? So you can do it in 2 ways, okay? One, you can email them manually, or you can import them into an autoresponder. And I'll show you how to do that. I'm going to give you an autoresponder kind of a platform where you can import them. But you can even do something even better. You can address them by their name. You can create a personalized video where the real person, right, or a cartoon character or an explainer video that is going to address them by their name with the voice of that person. Okay? That means, hey, Steve, hey, Laura, hey, Patrick. I have, I know you're in the Los Angeles area, right? And that can be modified depending on where you are. Every single element that you see, this text, right? This data can be converted into a video and then can be sent to this person's email. Guaranteed it's going to hit the inbox because I'm going to pay on your behalf to another company which does the email for Zoom, the webinar platform. They send the emails, for example, for Walmart, McDonald's, and all this stuff. So you're going to hit the inbox. There's no question about it. There's zero doubt in my mind that you're going to hit, right? So that means instead of using a platform like this Vidyard or whatever, which is the starting price is like $5,000, you can use one platform, which I'm going to show you right now, where you don't have to spend any monthly fees, any yearly fees, any big ticket, high-end fees, or any of that mumbo jumbo stuff. And you can start creating lifetime, any amount of videos. So this is how it works, right? So let's say, for example, I wanted to address Laura, who's the marketing partner of that company, right? So she is the head of the marketing. So you can address her by her name through audio, through text-to-speech, which is human-like. I'll show you how that works. And you can do it in different ways. You can do it in a corporate style video, whiteboard video, animation video. I'll show you examples. Or you can even create a cartoon character that looks like Laura, right? So in this case, you can dress somebody or maybe customize somebody who looks like Laura. So that means it looks perfect, right? So somebody will think you took a week or 2 weeks to create that animation, to do all that work, to engage with that person. And in here, you have thousands of templates, by the way, that you can actually use. So in this case, I have a 3D character I can create that looks like Laura or that looks like Jonathan or whoever is in that company. You can change their skin tone. You can change, for example, the dress styles. You can change anything you want. And now the beauty is, hear me out here, which is where it gets really cool. Every single element is customizable. Their country, the city, the name, the first name, the last name. For example, you can put that company's videos behind the scenes. So like the videos that you have in Viddle, for example, you can put them as the backgrounds, and you can customize their hairstyle, their look, and all that stuff. That's just one of the options. I'll show you some of the other ones. So now you see here at this point in time, once you customize things, you can upload that little file, that data file that I showed you, right? That little CSV file that I was telling you earlier that we just generated, all those leads that we generated, right? And again, as I said, you can generate hundreds of these, right? Today, 500. And check this out. I upload them, and now I can tag these leads based upon what I want to do. I want to basically customize their country, their name, their last name, what their job is, and all that stuff. And I can assign it similar to an autoresponder, right? Similar to an email autoresponder. And now what happens is that video, when it's created, okay, it's going to be phenomenally powerful, because now that video is going to captivate their attention, because all the data points that you're addressing them by, it doesn't need your personal attention. So you see how this is the text-to-speech that we have here? The world's best text-to-speech engine, human-like voices. We integrate with all the biggest brands out there. In fact, we actually worked with Amazon on this project where they gave us some of the most exclusive voices, same with Google and all that. So this is as real as human-like. Nothing is even close to this. And again, I'll show you, how you can use unlimited amount of this anyways, and you can address them. So when you create, let's say you're going after 50 different listing brokers, or 50 different coaches or consultants, 50 different plastic surgeons, or whatever in your locality or anywhere in the world, or in any language, by the way, you can address them and create 50 different variations of those videos to address them and reach them and get them as a client. Okay, isn't that powerful? And you can do that in a couple of minutes. And you see here, right, you can adjust the thing. So you see hello, and then let's say you want to address them by name. So hello Laura, hello Patrick, or whatever. It's going to speak that name, right? And it's going to say you're from Los Angeles. Hey, by the way, we are a top agency serving many real estate brokers in Los Angeles. Or my company is a web design agency. My company is a video hosting and video creation agency that serves the California region. You can add any customization elements to suit those people, so then they'll take you more seriously, because you're an expert, right? You're an actual expert driving home the point of actually providing value to that end person, right? So let me show you how an example of this looks like, so you get a better idea, and then you can implement it into your business right away. Again, as I said, the beauty is the power of this comes because of the fact that you can, and by the way, when I'm actually going to show you, it's going to be slightly jerky because I'm actually going to be playing that video, right? So go to webinars, sometimes in a live webinar situation like this doesn't play smoothly, but in real life it's 1080p. So imagine you created 50 variations, 100 variations, whatever amount, and you're reaching them and you send them a video email that's going to automatically captivate their attention. So watch this, right? So let me show you how this looks like so you get a better idea right now.
Hello, Paul. Hello, Jason. Hello, Melissa. Hello, Jessica. Hello, Adam. SMM services are what every brand needs, regardless of its age, scale, and focus. Declare yourself, create the right image, and increase sales. It's all possible due to competent work in social networks. SMM promotion includes strategy development, creation of unique design, and implementation of community management, further monetization of the project, and regular income. Get a free consultation with our manager right now.
Hello there, Melissa. If you're in need of a dentist, you probably have a lot of questions, such as, will my procedures hurt? Do you accept my insurance? Or even, do you perform the advanced procedures that I need? We have years of experience helping people get the beautiful smile they have always
Unmuted.
So you see how powerful that is. You can customize this person to look like that person, like let's say like the real estate agent, or you can customize this and it'll be spoken with their name and customize it every element across the board. So when they see this, they'll think you spent weeks taking the time to customize this and that sort of thing. So now you can even do it across different ways, where explainer videos, whiteboard videos, and all that to captivate the attention, because it's all about engagement these days, right? If you can engage your end user, then your work is done, because once they say yes, you can offer them any service. Like, hey, that's interesting. What do you have to offer? We're interested in growing. Like right now, everything is opening up around the world, the pandemic and all that stuff. So now a lot of businesses which were struggling, like gyms, yoga studios, chiropractors, elective surgeries like plastic surgeons, real estate agents, anybody in this business, right? That was interested in getting more appointments, more sales, more table bookings and all that. They're looking to grow, like wedding officiants and all these other businesses. So the secret is, how do you leverage it? And this is the only way to do it right now. And this is what is fully automated. So let me show you right now how this would work as well, for explainer videos and anything else that you do. And again, it'll work in every language out there as well, which is very, very powerful.
Muted.
Let's assume you're easy to find on the internet, yet your audience is not interested in your product. You bravely send out your emails, but you are not getting any conversion in return. At this point, you know it's important to analyze what happened, but you are not sure where to begin. Introducing your company, you come up with the idea and we all do the rest. We have just the solution for you. Why do we do this? Simply, we love your work. To find out more, please contact us. Hello, this is Jason. Jason is a manager in a major company, and he works a lot. His work is one big headache. Calls, reports, dissatisfied customers, problems upon problems. Time is running out, sales are falling, company profits are declining. What do I do? How do I fix it? The team has been rallied. Sales are rising again. Jason's reputation is getting stronger. Life is getting better. Jason can now relax. He deserved it.
Hello there, Jessica. What is it that unites such different people? As an online store owner, a production manager, a travel agent, and a well-known celebrity. Right, they all have a website. Every day a great number of people search for goods and
Unmuted.
internet. Contact us now and let's talk about creating a complete online solution for your business today.
Pretty powerful, right? Now imagine this, okay? If you're able to do this in very high level, again, as I said, you can show this with animations, and this is, in this case, this is a dentist company, dental care, and you can customize it. Their website can show in the backgrounds and all this stuff. You can use 3D characters, whiteboard videos, you can use, for example, doodle kind of videos, you can use explainer style videos and all this stuff. And the goal is, if you go into all the chiropractors in your locality or in any city that you want, all the plastic surgeons, all the real estate brokers, all the mortgage brokers, insurance brokers, all these people, and we can do them on the fly and engage with them saying, this is what I offer. I'm offering video creation services in this instance, right? With Viddle. It's video hosting services. Maybe one of the actual plastic surgeons is interested of 100. It's all automated. When they see this, that you actually put their name on the actual video, they took the time to do so. Like in this case, if the plastic surgeon's name is Jason, you put the Jason name here, right? And it can be automated on the fly, on scale. You do 50, 100. You can do 25 at a time, 10 at a time, whatever, right? And it is powerful because you can change that into a different language as well. Like if it's Spanish or Italian or whatever, if it's Spanish, hola, Jason, or whatever, you can change that very, very easily. And here is where it gets better. And I want you to understand this and let me know in the chat box if you agree with me on this, right? And something I'm going to explain to you. If you do this, and if I gave you unlimited amount of leads, just like what you're able to create, do you see yourself just with the numbers game, if you're going after any industry of your choice, and I'll show you the case studies and that sort of thing as we go along in the training and all that stuff, do you see yourself where at least through the power of the numbers game, you can at least sell a few, maybe 5 or 10 actual video hosting services with Viddle with actual people interested in it, especially if you go into all the competitors, for example, where people are actually paying money to Vistia, $99 a month. You go into any website in the Vistia's website, right, or any clients of Loom and offer the same service to them in an automated way, saying, hey, you're using Vistia right now, you're using Loom, you're wasting tens of dollars a month in the case of Loom and hundreds of dollars a month in the case of Vistia. Now you can get it for a one-time payment with what I'm offering. You see yourself how that would benefit you? Just type in this in the chat box if that's making sense. Because that way, through the power of automation, you're eliminating traffic generation. You're eliminating the need to actually spend money on ads to get that person. You're eliminating the need to figure out if that person's email exists, doesn't exist, if that person's actually a marketing person, not a customer service person. Like if you're going to send an email or a prospecting email over or a video email or whatever it is in this case to engage with that person, and they're a low-level secretary or a customer service person, they're not going to buy, right? Here, you're going to know what they do in that company. Are they the CEO? Are they not, right? And you can go into any LinkedIn profile. You can go to Twitter or social media. You just get their name and their website domain name. I'll show you how this works. And you can get their direct access to what they do in the company and their details as well. That's the power here. And then you go for a step further with this. And I'll show you how that works in just a second right now, how it's super, super powerful, right? And I'll show you this right now. 1 second here. All right. So yeah. So what you can do here, right, is you can go to the next step, like what I'm showing you right now. Okay. And you can add your company logo here if you wish. It can be yours, even the clients. It can be automated. Here you go. You can customize it to suit the client's look and feel. Let's say they are an African American person. You can change that. Latino person. You can change that customization elements and all that. You can do that if you want to use a 3D character. If you don't want to, you don't need to. Right? It's totally optional. You can use a whiteboard, explainer video, whatever. You have total customization options, right? You can mix and match as well if you want to. Now, when you click next, this is the last thing I wanted to show you here, which is the most powerful thing, if you will. You create a project name, right? And then you see that where it says send by email. Imagine you got all these leads, right? You have 50 you generated today. You can actually use our email templates or whatever you want and use a built-in autoresponder that is right here and do follow-up video emails or other emails as well. I'll show you how this works right now. And we will guarantee the inbox deliverability of these emails that you send. I can guarantee you. Why? Why can I guarantee you? One is only the leads that are verifiable and valid is what you're going to find in the Sonic Lead Finder application. Second, so that means you're not sending it to a person that doesn't exist, right? Which hurts email deliverability. Second point being that every email that you're sending is actually a value add email, right? So you're not marketing them, you're not spamming them or anything where you're just saying, hey, look, buy this product, buy this product. You're saying, hey, look, I can provide this service for you that will help your business grow. It's similar to, for example, somebody knocking on your door and saying, hey, look, your in your house or in your apartment, there is a leak happening in your apartment. I can fix that for you, and that will help your property not getting damaged, whether it's an apartment or a house. Same concept here. You're telling them you can solve a real problem. Like, I created this special presentation on how my company can help your business grow, and that hey first name will be changed to that details, right? Laura, Matt, Patrick, or whatever you want. And you can change these customization. You can put their city that you got their company name, you got other details. Every element that you see here can be customizable, and that email will hit their inbox straight out of the gate. Again, as I said, because I pay about 5 to 10 cents for every email that you send because I want to ensure that it hits the inbox, right? Otherwise, it's pointless. So that means you have a built-in autoresponder as well to do these emails on the fly with no frills, right? Like no need for you to worry about whether it's going to reach that person. And you can do follow-up video emails and emails as well. You can choose templates that we have built in, thousands of them for different use cases. Let's say you want real estate only, there are templates for that. You want, for example, templates specifically for certain niches, you can do that. There's thousands and millions of different niches, right? You can put your name here as well, and yeah, you're good to go. You can put your website, your domain name. Now you see how it's a sender name there, and I put my name there. You can actually, I'm going to give you the corporate email as well, so you ensure that you're taken seriously. You're going to get that for free as well. So it's going to be you@yourdomain.com as the email, the corporate email that you can use. It's not Gmail or Yahoo or something where people will not take you seriously. So as you can see here, once it does that, it's automatic, okay? Whether it's 20, 30, 40, 50, whatever amount of videos, whatever amount of leads you have, it's going to automatically do this process of starting to engage with them. When they reply back, you're good to go, right? If they don't reply back, it's totally cool. You move on. There are billions of potential leads you can generate with a B, right? It's not 100, it's not 1,000, it's billions. So that means you can speak that person's name. So it's the sweetest thing, right? Psychological. People know that when their name is spoken, they take it very seriously. Secondly, which is even more important in my opinion, is that you're able to engage with them by hitting their inbox, right? And that is very important. You're not going to go to, for example, their social media tab or whatever. You're going to hit their inbox. You're not going to go to the spam folder. You're going to hit their inbox, right? I'm going to pay on your behalf, so you don't have to worry about whether it's going to go to inbox or not and worry about all that mumbo jumbo stuff, right? So this way, with this one-to-one touch point, you're going to just with the numbers game, win the game, right? So to speak, because it's all paint by the numbers, right? Where you arithmetically, mathematically, it's impossible for you to fail. Now, as I mentioned before, for something like this to make happen, there are a bunch of tools that you got to utilize. So one of them, as I said, Rocket Reach. Unfortunately, because all these are being used by corporations secretly behind the scenes, they're so expensive. Here's an example. This one costs $2,388, and they only do just about, if you go month to month, 833 right? 833 leads per month. I can show you how to get 833 in a day, right? Without having to spend all this kind of money, $299 a month or whatever. That is where, and I'm in the behind the scenes, I'm integrating with these technologies anyways, because we got to get the legitimate leads. We got to actually make sure that we are getting verifiable leads. We're getting those people who are decision makers in the company. Then what I used to do, and again, this is included as well, is we get the actual prospecting information, meaning what do they do in that company, right? Not just the email, right? What do they do? Are they the marketing professional in that company? Are they the decision maker? So here, as you can see here, $99 a month with just 100 credits, meaning only 100 leads. It's going to show you information, whether that Laura or whether it is Patrick, whether in the marketing division, or whether they're the decision maker, they're the CEO or whatever. Just to find that, it's going to cost you this. Again, I integrate with this technology and put it into one simple app, right? To make it all streamlined. You got to pay this kind of stuff. Why? Because corporations are killing it right now doing this, because nobody else is doing it. Everybody else out there, and this is what you probably hear, right? They buy a video hosting technology or video creation technology, and what do? They go into Upwork and Fiverr and compete with thousands of other people, freelancers who are willing to do stuff for $20, right? Because it goes a long way wherever they're around the world. Here, you are actually going for the clients who may not even be an Upwork user or Fiverr user, right? This is where it's a game changer, because these people will pay you the big bucks because they need a solution to the problem, right? They need a solution. So now, instead of you paying $5,000 a month or more for these high-end stuff, which is not affordable for everybody, which is a competitive edge, by the way, because it eliminates other people who are not even into the picture, right? Now you can use this customized email marketing app built in, and you can use this automation to get prospects to outreach and get them and close them as sales. And you don't have to pay any monthly fees, yearly fees, or even per lead fee, all that mumbo jumbo stuff. Now, to make this work though, I could be just giving you this technology and you should be good to go, right? You'll be like, oh, I'm awesome, I'm good to go. The problem is, you gotta have an agency website to cater to that audience, right? Like if you're gonna get a corporate email and you're reaching real estate brokers, don't you agree with me that having a real estate agency site, meaning you're an expert in real estate agencies, right? Or you're an expert in working as a consultant for real estate, it's very powerful. Do you agree with me on that? Because now you're a specialist, right? When people come to your website, they'll take you seriously. You're not some general person, which is a $19.99 website or whatever. So I'm going to give you unlimited web hosting and the ability to create unlimited agency websites with thousands of potential templates like real estate agency, SEO agency, web design agency, video hosting agency, whatever you want. Potentially 2,000 different templates that are included, and that you're also going to get the corporate email as well for those websites. So meaning you create 5 websites. One is focusing on health sector. One is focusing on, for instance, if you will, the real estate sector. One is focusing on plastic surgeons. Whatever, you can focus on that. I'm going to give you this unlimited access to it forever. I mean, you can build thousands potentially. And you can even host clients' websites here as well. So it's even better, right? So here's how it's going to work. Okay. And this is important. It's a crucial element, because when you're sending these video emails, your sender name should be you@yourdomain.com. Don't tell people to take you seriously. Your signature should have your domain name, right? Otherwise, people will not take you seriously. You could create the most beautiful email in the world, the most engaging video in the world. Otherwise, people will not take you seriously, right? So here, you can use this technology straight out of the gate, just like what I'm showing you right now, and edit it. The 2,000 different templates included here, and you can create all kinds of websites. And we hosted the Google's award-winning cloud technology, so it also gets you SEO rankings very quickly. So if you want to rank quickly in your local area, you can do that as well. This is a game changer, right? Because think of it this way. It allows you to do stuff where other people would have paid thousands of dollars to do. So this is how it's going to work, okay? So let me show you this real quick. So this is how you're going to, you have like 1,561 different layouts right now, or templates, if you will. They like to call them layouts. But let's say we want to go in to create a real estate agency, right? Well, here you go. You just click on the real estate agency template, and boom, you have a ready to go website. And again, you can do that as a subdomain, you can do that as a folder, you can do it with one domain, you can have 5 domains, whatever you want. This SEO agency right here is what you can build. So that way, when you're actually providing a web design agency, here as an example, when you're providing them that service, you're a specialist, right? You're not a generalist. People pay more money to a specialist, okay? They pay a lot of money for a specialist. It's one of those few things where if you're trying to solve a problem, people would want to go to a person who knows what they're doing. You don't have to know what you're doing, but it's very useful to be able to do it, right? So as you can see here, very easy for you to customize, edit every element and all that stuff. So you're going to be getting this as well. So you can build unlimited websites, you can host, you can even bring your own domain name and you can host it for you, so you can save money on hosting. So this will complete the picture of you being a serious agency or consultant, right? And that is extremely important. You can imagine when you're trying to do this, that oftentimes, and you probably worked on this, right? You send some cold email or something like that to a client, and you never hear back from them. And you always wonder, hey, why did that person not respond back to me? Everything was perfect. I did the right email. I spent half an hour, 1 hour writing that email, or I did all this work to research about their company. Why didn't they respond back? Well, oftentimes it has to do with the simple fact that that person, right? That person did not, let me repeat that again, that person did not think you were a professional because you had a Gmail email or Yahoo email or something. So this is why it's very important. Now, the other way to go about this is even more powerful. Let's say you know who you wanted to reach, right? In that company, and you heard them in Twitter or social media or whatever. You can also use this technology that I'm showing you to even go into their LinkedIn profile or their Twitter account and that sort of thing, and immediately find their details. So as an example, here's Barbara. I know she works for this company, right? And I go to the company's website. I'll just copy and paste the website URL, right? The website URL. And that's it. Let's say I want to reach whoever who works for this company. It can be anybody, by the way, right? I click search. Watch this. Immediately it's going to show me, this is Barbara. She works for this company. This is her details, right? So she's actually in that email. And I can even verify if that email works, right? Click on verify. Boom. It's showing you everything is valid. This is extremely important because you don't want to send emails that don't work, because that's the last thing you want. That's why nobody's responding, because it doesn't exist. Let's see if Adrian exists in this thing. Okay, there you go. It's invalid. You see that? Adrian doesn't exist. There's no such person as Adrian in this company. So this is how you can find out very quickly whether it's even worth for you to pursue further or not, right? And this is very important because we do all of this stuff automatically, by the way. You see that automated leads option in the top? This can all be done in a jiffy, right? In just a few seconds. But I want to show you behind the scenes what's happening when the verification happens, so that you know guaranteed you're going to get the leads to actually buy from you. Does that make sense? You're going to get those leads to buy from you. And with the automated leads generation and all that stuff, you're good to go. Okay. And I'm also going to give you a completely full-fledged, okay, agency marketing package. It comes with the sales videos, the brochures, the flyers, ready-made emails, invoices, client contracts, all this stuff, so that, you know, when you come on Skype, you talk to me or my team or anybody in my team to mentor you, the first thing I'm saying is go download my client invoice and just send it over to them because that client is interested. You can just go download and do that. You don't have to sit there clueless doing what is a client contract, what is an invoice, right? You're going to get all that information handed to you so that you can just copy and paste that and fill in a few blanks and you're good to go, right? So the beauty is, so you don't have to spend thousands and thousands of dollars for technologies like what I just showed you here, right? And you have the exact process on how to do this so that you don't have to waste time and do what, like pay $13,340 a year for all these platforms and even not know what to do, right? Because you got to know what to do with these technologies. Just because they are $3,500 a year or $5,000 per month or whatever doesn't mean that they're great. You got to have the coaching and mentorship on exactly how to do it. So you're going to save that as well. Now, this technology, right, that you're getting access to is called the Sonic Wit platform, right? Now, this technology, again, as I said, I want you to use it and generate a profit from it. If you make a profit, pay for using the profits that you generate. If not, no worries. We don't want a single penny from you. Right? That'll be awesome, right? And what if I gave you this technology and not just give you that? I have my team and I coach you every step of the way, right? Every single day if needed, so that you have an accountability buddy to help you every step of the way to get success. Because success to different people means different things. And having us force you to succeed can be the difference between success and failure many of the times, right? So the only thing though is I want to give you access to this, but we can only coach a small amount of people, right? In this case, with the size of my time, like about 8 productive hours in a given day, and some team members in my team to coach you and mentor you, we have a limited amount of people we can help on a given day, right? Because time is the most limited asset. So you could be giving it for free, and then 500 people will show up, and then half the people will never even respect the time that when they get something for free, right? So I just want to ask you for a small pitch-in fee, okay? This pitch-in fee is completely fully refundable, 30 full days, no questions asked. I'm not going to touch it. My team is not going to touch it. We're not going to touch that. Think of it like a fully refundable, pitch-in fee. And if you get results in that 30-day period, that's great, right? You can pay for it using that profit you generate. If not, that pitch-in fee is completely refundable as well, okay? And I'm going to make that pitch-in fee as a form of a payment plan as well for you, so that it's straightforward. You get unlimited access to everything and all that. If you get results, great. If not, you don't have to pay a single penny. Is that fair? That way, at least when you have some neck in the line or you have some skin in the game, you're going to show up. Otherwise, you're never going to take it seriously. Otherwise, you're going to come in and say it's free. Therefore, it might not be the white glove treatment I'm going to be getting. And maybe I'm not going to be taking seriously. At least you'll royally come in like as if you've actually invested something, then you can demand us for results, right? Because you actually invested something. When it's for free, sometimes it's going to be where I'm going to be telling you something and you're going to feel, oh, Paul is not giving me the high level service because I didn't spend money. I got it for free, right? So this is the reason why I'm going to put a small pitch-in fee. So you actually feel proud that you tried it and it's fully refundable. You're going to get the same white glove treatment. That pitch-in fee, right? How much would that be, right? Because we were thinking how to do it. And this technology, by the way, you could have just got it for $13,500. You can go in and buy all those tools that I told you. And you can go your merry way, use them. It's all great. Every single year, you can go ahead. But that's not fair to you, right? So I thought, well, let's put it $2,000 and a $97 a month plan thereafter, because every lead you generate costs me money. Every single video you create for the servers and infrastructure, it costs us money, right? But I thought that would not be fair as well, because you're a Viddle customer. I'm going to go beyond that, okay? So there's two options you can do, and I'm giving you the link right now, right? And this is a special link only for Viddle customers. You can either get it for $497 one-time payment or a small pitch-in fee, as I said, of $197, right? And that's spread out over a 3-month period. You can try it out. My team is not going to touch that for 30 full days. You try it out. If it makes your results, awesome. If it doesn't, it's 100%, no question asked, fully refunded, even if you change your mind tomorrow. That's the special link. You can go to www.sonicvid.com/now. I'll post a link in the chat box as well. This is a special link only for Viddle customers. It's not available anywhere else. It's a brand new platform that we built just about a couple of months ago. We've actually tested it out with some beta testers, and they've been getting ridiculously good results when it comes to client generation, when it comes to not having to spend money on traffic, being lost, right? And you're thinking, okay, sounds great. Just for a small pitch-in fee of $197, I can get in, try it out for 30 full days. Even if it's 30 hours we have to spend, 1 hour every day with you, that's fine. We're going to work really, really hard to get your results. But I'm thinking, that sounds too good to be true. Is there a catch? Well, there's only one catch, okay? You're going to be getting 8 weeks of webinar training from myself. I'm going to put you in my mentorship group, Mondays and Fridays. For the last 2 years, we've been teaching you so that you don't have to buy other courses and training and all that stuff. You have everything in one place. Even if you leave this, I'll put you in that mentorship group so that we can coach you, so you don't have to waste money on some YouTube course or some ad you see on Facebook or whatever, and waste $2,000 on some home study course or some training, right? You get everything you need in one place. But the thing is, time is the most limited asset, right? There's only one catch. The time is the most limited asset. We cannot help everybody out there. So just for the first 25 people in this webinar, we're going to be offering the one-on-one assistance on Skype until you succeed. It's not 10 sessions. It's not 5 sessions. It's not 2 sessions. It's not, for example, you got to use it up right away. There's an urgency where you got to use it up in the next 1 week. No, use it in your own free time. We can accommodate you on a weekend, let's say on a Saturday if needed, if that's something your schedule accommodates for you, whatever it might be, whatever your pace might be. Now, to be eligible for that, you got to push a transaction ID in the chat box, okay? Once you get in on that page, whether you got whatever you got 2 options, very transparent as you can see here. You got to push a transaction ID so I can confirm you the first 25 people. Again, as I mentioned before, this is only a pitch-in fee to ensure that we are serious and you are serious about your success. Otherwise, you're not going to appreciate, because you didn't have any skin in the game. In that 30-day period, you're getting your results. You leave, you get every single penny back, no questions asked. And every single cost behind that. If you generate, let's say, 10,000 leads, it's going to cost me hard costs at least $400 or so for those, right? $400 hard costs. I'm going to eat those costs because I don't care. I want you to get results. If you start creating client campaigns and you generate clients and you engaged with them, let's say 15 people said, okay, that's cool, I want to get started. And beyond that, I'll let you keep those clients as well, because my goal is for you to get results. Because once you get results, I'll be the difference maker, right? Maybe it didn't work out with anybody else, with us, my coaching, my mentorship, and my team helping you every step of the way. Maybe it made a big difference, right? And I want you to understand, when it comes to mentorship and coaching, I'm very, very serious, okay? So I myself and my team will push you, okay? It's going to be a little bit uncomfortable sometimes, where you're going to go out of your comfort zone to get results, where we're going to push you and we're going to be accountable for your success. And if you're ready for it, jump in on this. If you're not, if you're one of those people who just are going to be overwhelmed with information overload, you're going to dabble with this, you're going to dabble with that, and you just give up halfway through because it's just too confusing for you, or there's a shiny object syndrome and all that stuff, hey, maybe this is not for you, right? Because at the end of the day, we're going to be pushing you to succeed. We want you to get results. We don't care otherwise. We're going to be accountable for your success, because at the end of the day, we only get paid if you get profit, right? If you get a profit, you get paid. Otherwise, we're going to lose. There's hard costs involved. The technology alone costs $150,000 to build. And on top of that, to maintain every single month, right? Because it's a web-based technology, so you don't have to use any powerful computer to make it work. And as you see here right now, it says 500 videos that you can create per month. That's the video creation process, because there's a lot of automation behind the scenes that we have to do. And that basically means that you can generate unlimited leads. So let's say you can generate 500 leads today, 1,000 leads today, whatever. That doesn't matter. You can go, but you want to automate the engagement process of it is 500. Now, you're not going to need 500. Let's say you already did 100 of these. within the next 1 week, you'll automatically get maybe 5 or 6 clients to get back to you, right? That's good enough to handle them. Then any remaining ones get pushed over to the next month. So let's say you only used up 100. The next month you have 900 in the case of that payment plan. Or you're wanting slightly a little bit more, 750. So you can, let's say you used only 100. Next month you're gonna have 600 plus the 750, for example, 1300, 1400 or whatever you can utilize. And it's unlimited forever, by the way. That means you can carry forward unlimited. So that means even 3 years, 4 years, 5 years online, you get lifetime access to the store with no monthly fees, no yearly fees, and all that stuff. But the technology is awesome. I can tell you that for a fact. I personally spent a ton of time to build this myself with our team, and I know it's working. It's nothing like what you've seen out there, but it's the mentorship that matters, okay? You could have the greatest technology in the world. You could have the greatest tool, right? It's similar to, let's say you have a cell phone, right? Like you have an iPhone or a Android phone. A phone is just a tool, right? You can generate revenue with your phone or your computer, but the point is you got to have training and mentorship from the person who can show you how to use that tool to get you your results, right? And that person should have their neck on the line. They should only get paid if you get results. If not, what's the incentive? They will just run the clock for you for that 30-day period and then make sure that you don't get any results, right? And you're done. Then after that, you're on your merry way. Or if it's only 5 sessions, I've seen that happen where somebody says, oh, I'm going to give you 30 minutes of my time. And in that time, you got to make sure you ask me every single thing you need to ask me. What if you didn't even get time to get started, right? And that's the reason why you're going to get my mentorship group access as well. Mondays and Fridays, we do office hours training. So you come in, you say, hey, I'm using Viddle. I have some question in regards to video hosting. We can run through and answer those questions Mondays and Fridays. And even if you leave and get every single penny back with this, I'll actually put you in that mentorship group. Every Monday and Friday, we'll do that training for you so that at least you get some pathway to success. You're not giving up. You're not getting overwhelmed, right? But you got to post a transaction ID. I'm going to manually confirm that to the first 25 people. I have to, unfortunately, because after 2 days you come in, we can only add in 25 people. I'm a human being. I don't have more than 24 hours. If you told me, can you, for example, give me $1 million, somebody can give you, right? But you'd ask somebody, give me 25 hours in a day. It's impossible. There's only 24 hours, right? Same concept. Time is the most limited asset, so that's all we can do. And that way it shows your seriousness. That way, if my team and I were spending half an hour a day with you or whatever every day, that is time that we'll never get back, right? That is time, regardless whether you're in or you're out, we'll never get back. And that is very serious. That's why we're so serious about your success, because at the end of the day, if you get in on something and we're investing our time, our resources, our tools, and all that stuff, at the end, we want to make sure that you get results, right? It's similar to, for example, you have 2 options. Either you go in and you want to be, let's say, a very big chef or a cook, right? And you want to be much better than average. You can either go to school or college for 4 years or 2 years or whatever and train, or you can have a mentor who's a Michelin 5-star chef tell you, okay, these are the 3 best dishes that will wow your audiences, right? Or wow your customers. And I'll show you only these 3 so that you can get results as quickly as possible. And, people will be amazed by you. Then you're going to be much faster getting results. And maybe in a 3-week period, you can be good to go, right? As opposed to going for 2 or 3 years. This is what our goal is. We're going to show you those 3 or 4 methods, the 3 or 4 automation systems, 3 or 4 clients who will be a game changer for you. After that, it's simple, because once you know it works, you don't have to worry about it thereafter, right? Now, and on top of that as well, okay? And this is very, very important, okay? This is extremely important that I want to mention here. Once you get in, you get instant access to everything, okay? You don't have to wait for days. You don't have to wait for weeks. You don't have to do anything. You get instant access to everything in one place. So you don't have to say, come after 1 more week later or something else, right? And your success is virtually guaranteed, because you're going to be a one-on-one Skype success coach. The first 25 people, again, you got to put your transaction ID, where you can have our success consultant, myself, my team, somebody in our team to help you out every step of the way. This way you can get more clients, right? And have experts backing you every step of the way. If you are actually confused or you're left behind, you got a client, let's say you got a client, somebody says, awesome, I want to work with you. What do we do next? And you're lost because you never had success that quickly. Well, we can guide you through that process. We can deliver that service for you. We can give some additional support for you in case where you have our team backing you. So if the customer has some custom demands you're clueless about, we can help you with that. And of course, stuff like this, even if it's a virtual worker, think of it, right? It's going to cost you $1,000 a month at the minimum if it's a virtual worker. Here, it's actually people who are experienced, right? Decades of experience we're talking about. Can help you every step of the way, right? And this way, there's no more information overload, no more technical mumbo jumbo, and there's no overwhelm, right? You're buying all these tools, you don't know what the heck to do, where to begin, and you're confused. We'll hold you by the hand until you succeed, okay? And the power of this is once you get set up, instant kickstart, instant client getting, and all that stuff that we can help you with, once you're in the right path, you may not even need that assistance anymore. If you're a world-class chef yourself, after some other world-class chef trained you, you don't need that person to mentor you anymore, right? That's our goal. We want you to take you to that level. That's the major idea here, okay? Once we get you there, it's very easy thereafter, right? It's as simple as that. And again, as I mentioned, the total value of everything you're getting is $15,485. And that's a real world value, actually. You can go in and buy and mix and match multiple tools to make it happen. You get a point and click one-on-one spoken video automation technology that's fully personalized to that person. You have automatic sonic customer acquisition platform with no traffic generation needed. No need to spend any money on ads. You also get an all-in-one marketing platform with unlimited web hosting. You can bring your own websites. And the beauty is with this marketing platform, you can build agency websites, corporate emails, SSL certificates, all that stuff. So your clients will take you seriously. And you also get special service arbitrage and drop servicing masterclass from myself and my team. We'll show you how to get a client, close a client, and more importantly, how if you got video hosting services you offer to a client, for example, we'll show you exactly how to convert that person into a $10,000 a month or more type of a client. And you can do that by becoming the go-to person in that industry. We'll show you how to do that, right? And you also get our secret learning portal and 8 weeks of webinar training by myself. And the beauty is that 8 weeks of training is just the start. You're also going to be getting step-by-step video training as well as our weekly masterclass and office hours training Mondays and Fridays. So any question you have can be answered. We've been doing that for the last 2 years. Plan to do that for the next few years. So that's for free as well. And even if you leave this, I'm going to put you in that mentorship group so that at least you get some valuable training long-term and you're not left behind and somebody's there to guide you through and it didn't cost you a single penny long-term, right? And you also get one-on-one Skype success consultation until you succeed. Let me repeat that again. Until you succeed. That could take us 3 weeks. It could take us 2 weeks. It could take us a day. It could take us 2 months. Doesn't matter. Whatever your pace is, will work with you. And that's the frustration, right? Because you could get unlimited agency license with this to sell the videos. You can manage customer client leads and do all this stuff. There's so many flexible things you can do. But the point is, oftentimes you go into a support desk, you ask a question, and you're lost. And that customer support person replies back to that after 3 days, then it didn't solve your problem. Then weekend comes along, right? And you reply back and it's about 10 days before you got an issue that you could have got on a call or a screen share video, you could have solved in 2 minutes. And we can do that. I can confidently say that we can help you with that because we've helped hundreds and hundreds of people go through this process and successfully come out of it and do really, really well for themselves. Because the reason is, it's not really that complex to build a successful business. What you do need though is to avoid the pitfalls of giving up too early, right? And that can happen if you try things and it kind of worked for you, that kind of thing. But at the end of the day, here you have a path, right? And here's the thing. I'm going to give you an implementation guarantee on top as well, on top of the no questions and money back guarantee, where I'll show you how you will make a profit even if you fail. So this is how it works. If you do not get a single client within 30 days of using this platform, we will get our team to find the best clients for you. Remember, all it takes is a single client and a single deal could be worth more than $1,000 or more per month. At the very least, maybe even at least $500 for a video hosting service that you're offering or a Loom type of product that you're giving, which you can do, right? And I'll get our team to handhold you on Skype until you succeed. All I ask from you, simply follow all the training, join our webinars every week, as well as our office hours training, and implement what we teach you in our step-by-step portal, right? And if it works out, awesome. We'll work really, really hard to get you that client. If not, hey, you didn't have time to try it. Either way, you have 30 days, right? The pitch-in fee covers for 30 full days, no questions asked. That's a long time to at least give it a try. Give it an honest try and see for yourself it's worth it for you. If not, hey, you can leave, get every single penny back, no hard feelings. I'm not going to take it personally anyways, right? And you'll get incredible value in return. Now, how does this whole platform look and where do you set up your one-on-one Skype calls and all that stuff, right? So let me show you. And again, as I said, you get instant access to it. So by tomorrow, you could probably set up your first call or maybe a couple of days from now, whatever, right? You can suit your needs and your time schedule and all that stuff. But you got to post your transaction ID. Otherwise, there's no way. Okay, this is the portal. So you get access to 2 logins, right? One is to the technologies, the apps, and one is our dashboard, right? Our learning portal. So in this case here, this is the learning portal where you have a welcome video where I'm going to show you how to book your first Skype appointment with a mentor of yours right away, right? I'm going to show you how to get access to our all-in-one marketing platform, our lead finder technology, our cold outreach scripts. These are basically copy and paste stuff where you can, let's say you want to reach an industry you have no clue about. Let's say you want to go into insurance agents and you have no idea how to reach an insurance agent because you have no idea how that industry works. You can do that, right? And we'll give you thousands and thousands of working actual email stuff that you can copy and paste. So here's agency marketing assets as an example here. You can click on it and you'll see all the client contracts and all that. So when you're in a one-on-one success call with my team, you're going to say, hey, by the way, did you check those invoices that client is asking you? The invoice is right here, so you can download it rather than being clueless there or being confused, right? What to do. So you have all the stuff here. And on top of that, you can book your call right away, okay? So that at least we know your business, we know you a little bit better, and we can get to better serve you. But as I said, you gotta post your transaction ID right now, okay? And in the chat box, I can confirm. And here's the thing. With video hosting, you can sell that as a service, but the big problem you're gonna have is client generation, right? With Viddle, for example, you can beautifully host videos. If you just wanna have a YouTube alternative, that's great for your own personal use. But if you want to do this as a service and actually generate a revenue stream, this is the fastest way to do so, because you will actually have clients who will be lining to you. It's all a numbers game at the end of the day, right? Because you're going to be getting everything in one place. You're going to get the cold email outreach platform, which is included. You're going to get the unlimited big ticket lead generation platform included, meaning you're not paying extra money to send emails or hit their inbox. You don't have to do any extra money for the lead generation part. You don't have to pay extra money to convert your data, meaning the leads that you generate, into videos, right? You have leads, you convert that into videos. Well, you don't have to pay extra money for that. You also have the ability to service your clients, because we're going to give you a vetted list of people that we work with that can offer any service on a white label fashion. So meaning your client says, hey, could you do this complex thing for me, right? Which is really, really difficult. Let's say it's computer programming stuff or software programming stuff or something like that. You have no clue what to do. We'll show you a better list of people that will do as a white label service, and you will be the middleman or middlewoman and profiting from it. We'll show you that as well. And there's no additional apps for you to buy or anything. Everything is included. And the one-on-one success consultation and the agency businesses box is included to guarantee you sales even further. And the secret is, the reason why we're so confident we can help you out with this, and this is extremely critical that you understand, is one main cause is confusion, right? You're thinking, okay, this sounds good. I can see myself doing it, but I don't know if it's going to work for me. Come on, Skype. Let's see for yourself if it's for you or not, right? What do you got to lose? It's 30 days, a pitch-in fee that is not going to be touched by myself and my team. Let us work hard to get your results. If you don't, hey, we don't deserve a single penny. It's on us. It's basically all the tools you used, all the leads you generated, all the, for example, engagement that you've done, all the clients you generated, all the revenue generated by that point as well, you can keep. You're not going to ask you a single penny in royalties or anything like that, right? Thank you so much for everybody being here. You can use the Viddle application, sell video hosting services and all that on your own. Perfectly works fine. And the application is really powerful. And the ability for you to also have sub accounts for clients to manage is even more powerful. But if you're looking to get those clients to sell that, the sub accounts with Viddle and all that, this is the fastest way to do so, because you can get unlimited clients, right? You can do that process manually. You can also do it automated. But when you get the numbers in your favor and the math in your favor, it's impossible for you to fail, right? It's really, really impossible, because the math is in your favor. Arithmetic is in your favor. So that said, let's make 2021 the best year ever. I hope if you're in, I can get to know you better, we can communicate better, and I get to actually assist you to the best of my ability, and also have my team guide you through the whole process. So hopefully we can do that. And again, as I said, you get instant access to everything. So once you get in, you're going to get 2 logins. You're going to get our dashboard login for our learning portal, as well as our login details for our application. So watch out for both of them. Please watch my welcome video once you get in. It's going to help you out how to book your appointments and some other details. And of course, if you have any questions and that sort of thing, I'm going to leave our support email as well in the chat. You can contact us at any time, and we'll be happy to assist you. Okay. And if you have any order issues, I'll be here for another couple of minutes after this call, and I'll answer them as well, so that at least, you have everything you need in one place. That said, thank you so much for being here. I wish you all the best. Let's make 2021, the remaining few months that's left, the best year ever. We'll do our very best to make that happen. And I'll talk to you very, very soon. Have a great day or night wherever you are in the world. I'll talk to you soon.